Hello guys, good to see you back. Once again, I'm back with a new tutorial related JavaScript. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn JavaScript objects. In our previous tutorials, we'll learn about array, how array made and how array works. As you can see, inside the square braces, we can pass multiple values. And we can access them to using their index number. But in this tutorial, we are going to talk about objects. Object is quite similar to an array, but it quite advanced and updated. Object follow key value pair technique. Object made with properties and value. As you can see, we create an object x, and to create an object we need to use curly braces. But for array we need to use square braces. In arrays just we need to pass values. But in objects we can create property names. As you can see, first name add 1, last name Minj, age 18, country India. If we compare object with arrays, object is more well defined. So basically you need to remember object made with property and values. Before column we need to type the property name, and after colon we need to type the values. And we can store any type of value in objects. We can store a function in our object. Also we can store an array in our object. With that we can store another object inside an object. So these are the most strong point of an object. So without wasting your time, let's start the practical and see how it's works. So as you can see, side by side, I open my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using Live Server extension, and I already created a HTML document named index.html. So at first, inside the script tag, I'm going to create an object. So here I'm going to type var a equal to, inside the curly braces, then inside the curly braces, I'm going to take our first property name, which is first name, f name. Then after colon we need to take the value, and the value is add 1. And after create first property and value, we need to use comma to create another property and value, and our next property is name colon, and the value is Minj. Our next property is age. So here I'm going to type age. Age is a numeric value, that's why we don't need double quotes. So here I'm going to pass 21 only. And our last property is gender. Gender male. So we successfully create our object, and for now we just use 4 properties. And now I'm going to print this object using document.write method. So here I'm going to type document.write, inside the round braces our object name a, then semicolon 2 in this line. If I save this file, as you can see, it's print object. It do not print our object data in my browser. But if we want to access this object in my console, let me show you. So here I'm going to type console.log, inside the round braces our object a, then semicolon 2 in this line. If I save this file, now you can see in my console we successfully access this object. And if I open the drop-down selection, as you can see, age 21, f name add 1, gender male, l name Minj. And if you notice, you can see it alphabetically sort our properties. And if we try to print the whole object using document.write function, in that case it's always going to print object and object. But if you want to access one of the value, yes, you can. I want to access fname property. For that, we need to type our object name a.fname. If I save this file, now you can see the name, add 1. So we can access any value using their property name. And now I want to store an array inside this object. For that, again we need to use another comma. After that, also here we need to take a property name, and our property name is programming language. So here I'm going to type p_lang. Then after colon, as you know, to create an array we need to use square braces. Then inside the square braces I'm going to pass some programming language name. Our first programming language name is Python, and our second programming language name is Java. With that, also I'm going to take another programming language name, which is PHP, and semicolon 2 in this line. If I save this file, as you can see in my console, we have another drop down option, p language, and it's an array, and we have total and we have total 3 values inside this array. That's why it's print 3. If I try to open it, as you can see, at index number 0, we have Python. Index number 1, Java. Index number 2, PHP. And also, it prints the array length in my console, 3. And if you want to print this array in your document, yes, you can. Just you need to type p_lang. And if I set this file, you can see the result. It prints Python, JavaScript, and PHP. As I told you, inside an object, we can store anything. We can store array, we can store functions, we can store another object inside an object. Not only that, if you want to access one of the value from this array, yes, you can. Just you need to use square braces, and inside the square braces, you need to pass the index number. And I'm going to pass 1. If I set this file, as you can see, it's print Java only. Now, let's insert a function into this object. And our function name is full name. So here I'm going to type full name. Then after colon, now we need to use a function keyword, function. And as usual, we need to use round braces. Then inside the curly braces, I'm going to return a statement. So here I'm going to type return. And in my return statement, I want to concatenate first name with last name. So here I'm going to type fname. Fname, and I'm going to use concatenation sign. And between concatenation sign, I want to provide a space. Then again, I'm going to use a concatenation sign and our last name, lname. Then semicolon to end this line. If I call this function and save this file, it's not going to work. Let me show you. A dot full name. If I save this file, and then we need to use round braces because it's a function. If I save this file, as you can see, it's through an error. Fname is not defined. But we have the property names in our object. As you can see, we already defined fname in our object. Why this function cannot read this property? Because there is a special method to access object property name in a function, which is this. Let me show you. So here we need to type this dot fname. Also we need to pass this dot lname. If I save this file, as you can see, now it's worked perfectly. It's print full name and one image. Now the question is, what is the meaning of this keyword? This means the object we work with. Here we call this dot fname means I want to access this object's fname property. So we need to follow this special technique to access object's property in functions. And remember, the function inside an object is called method. So as you can see, we can put array, also we can put function inside an object. And now I'm going to put another object inside an object. Let me show you. So after age, I'm going to take another property name, and our property name is address. Address colon, and here I'm going to use curly braces. Inside the curly braces, our first property name is city. So inside the double quotes, I'm going to type city. And for value, I'm going to take Kolkata. After that, we need to use comma. Also, I'm going to take country name. Country. Country, India. And after curly braces, here we need to use a comma. So as you can see, inside an object, we create another object. So let's see how we can access this nested object. Now, let's try to print this object in our document. For that, I'm going to remove this full name function. And here I'm going to type a dot our object name, address. And again, we need to use another dot. And I want to access the city name. So here I'm going to pass city. If I set this file, as you can see, it's print our city name, Kolkata. And if I show you my console, as you can see, prototype of address is object. So this is it for this tutorial. We are going to learn more about it in our upcoming tutorials. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.